Kathleen Kuhn, CEO of Housemaster Home Inspection Company, is here to let us in on their secrets to putting a sold sign on your lawn. And that's really the goal, isn't it, to sell the house?
Absolutely, especially in this market.
All right, talk about Housemaster. Unbiased home inspection service. What does that mean?
It means that a Housemaster inspector is going to go out and evaluate the major elements of the house and report on the home's condition without any concern for the outcome of their findings.
You're not for the buyer or the seller?
Nope, it's our opinion.
We like that. All right, you're a nationwide group, and you're going to give us tips that really cost us nothing relative to the repairs of a home. And even if we love our home the way it is, there's probably things that need to be done.
Prevention is key. You can do a lot of quick fixes that can save lots of money.
Prevention's our key. The first thing we're going to talk about actually are termites. This is not for termites.
Termites?
What can we look for? What do we look for termites?
Well, checking for termites regularly is really important because termite damage can be very, very costly. So you can look for signs of termites, such as mud tubes growing up along your foundation. You want to make sure you remove wood debris or wood, stored wood, firewood, away from the house, because that makes conditions very conducive to termite infestation.
Yeah, once you get termites, we're talking not just about getting someone to spray for them, but you could have actually rebuilding processes as well.
Structural damage, absolutely, they eat the wood.
All right. Water damage, big problem.
Water damage is a big problem. Water and homes don't mix, so the goal is to keep the water out of the house and away from the house. One easy fix is to add splash blocks to your house so that your gutters and downspouts are draining properly.
So where do you put this? In other words, what does this do beyond the spout that we already have going down the roof, down the house?
Well, what this is going to do is this is going to take that spout, and instead of having the water drain right along the foundation, it's going to direct it away enough so that it will dispense along into the ground and not run along the foundation.
Yeah, because we don't think about it from one rainstorm to another, but it's the cumulative damage it's going to do if it's on your house.
Exactly, and you could go into a house and see a corner of a house that is wet and damaged, and it could simply be adding the splash blocks.
All right.
That's a fix.
Not bad. Let's go from outside to inside. Grout.
Water, again, is the issue. And what happens is, over time, the grout and the caulking around fixtures will deteriorate, so you do need to re-caulk and re-grout your home. If the bathroom looks dingy, it's a great way to spruce up the bathroom aesthetically, plus keep the tiles watertight and eliminate water from getting behind the tile, which will cause a big problem down the road.
We're still talking water, and we're kind of going back a little bit, but gutters, you've got to clean them, and I think sometimes you forget about how often you should do that or inspect them to be cleaned.
Absolutely. Gutters get clogged very easily, and when a gutter is clogged, it can't drain properly, the water is going to back up, it's going to begin to generally deteriorate the fascia behind the gutter, so it really can be a very big problem, and yet it's just as easy as keeping the gutters clean.
Aesthetics are a big deal, especially when you're going to put your house on the market and you say overgrown vegetation, trim it back.
Overgrown vegetation doesn't look good. It makes home buyers feel like the house is unkept. So it's not good aesthetically, plus overgrown vegetation can be what's clogging the gutters, low-hanging trees can cause roof damage, and again, heavy vegetation is also conducive to termite infestation.
Keep it clean. Rusting flashes, I had never heard of that until preparing for you to come here. Tell us about what they are and what you need to be aware of.
Well, flashings are important. Flashings are found anywhere there's a roof opening or plane change in a roof. They're usually a metal barrier because these areas can be susceptible to water penetration, and because they're metal, they're going to rust, they're going to deteriorate over time, they're going to become loose. You'll often find them, or you will find them along a chimney, so they need to be either replaced or sealed so that they're watertight. The bad news is this is something that should be done regularly, checking your flashings, caulking the flashings. The good news is most roof leaks are actually flashing leaks. So if you keep the flashings working, you're not going to have big roofing problems.
How regularly do you need to check this? Is this annual? Is this
At least annually. We would recommend biannually.
Okay. All right. Decks. Decks are a big seller to a home, but you also need to maintain them as well.
You do. Again, they're an exposed wood element generally. I mean, not all are wood anymore, but generally it's an exposed wood element. It's going to be subject to decay. It's going to be subject to wear and tear. However, by sealing the wood, which is very easy to do, sealing the deck, you're going to make it look better. Again, it's a great way to spruce things up, so you're going to get some bang for the buck there, and also you're going to reduce the deterioration of the wood and extend the life of the deck.
There is a phrase that is kind of the catchphrase right now, curbside appeal. And one way that I think are going to talk about that is through this, patching. What does that mean, asphalt patch?
Curbside appeal is so important. It's a first impression, and the unkept vegetation is a good thing to take care of. But also the driveway. Remember that the driveway takes up a lot of front yard space, so you want it looking good. You need to patch it, you need to seal it, and it's going to be a good return on your investment.
And we're talking again about aesthetics, even being aware of lights, fixtures that are rusted, maybe broken, hanging.
Exactly, Heidi. I think one of the easiest ways to spruce up the exterior of a home is to install new light fixtures. Not only will it brighten up the home during the day, but at night as well, and it'll really give the whole house a fresh look.
And again, all of this, they're tips for under $25.
It's well worth it.
Yeah, you can't really compare, can you, what the repair would be?
No, it takes a little bit to get a lot.
All right, last word, number one tip for homeowners if they're going to put their house on the market.
They should really get it inspected. They should know what the problems are ahead of time so they can deal with them and they don't have to worry about them coming up at the last minute.
Kathleen Kuhn, thank you so much from House Masters. Tips to save money and hopefully get that money back as well when they sell their house. If you'd like all these tips, remember for under $25, go to our website, abcnewsnow.com, and just click on the GMA Now logo. You're watching Good Morning America now.